around healthcare apps that aren't there yet. So one of the speculations is it's not going to do as well right off out of the box until the app makers start doing stuff. You know, there's going to be a lot of things about it. Ultimately, wearable devices, I think, are going to be important. There's just no question they have to be. It's just not clear how. Speculation is this maybe builds more on Apple's other product lines. So my iPhone will be more useful. There'll be other sorts of things out there. But, you know, I bought a Newton. Does anybody remember Newton? That was way before the iPad. It was a total bust. You know, Apple made it. I bought it because I buy everything they make. And it was terrible. So, will it hit? I don't know. I think it's probably a good bet, but not as big as what it might be otherwise.
I'm also an Apple junkie, but and I think it is a technological innovation. I don't think that it will be one of the major technological innovations of our decade. I think the things that are happening with the driverless car might change our life dramatically. Imagine how many hours we spend in our cars. Not in my case, because I live 5 minutes from case.
But a car like that, is that what you're saying?
No, these driverless cars where people will go in and they're going to have 2 hours of productive time while they were driving before. This can change dramatically the productivity of in our economy. I think our health will be affected a lot by wearable devices, you know.
And that's where I would chime in. I don't have it right now, but several years ago, I bought a Jawbone. I got the Nike Band for my wife, my son. Most of our friends have one or the other, or the Fitbit or whatever. And I've got to say that in the first 8 months of wearing it, it significantly helped me change my sleep patterns. Because I'm in Europe every month, and I'm on planes a lot, and I suffer phenomenal jet lag all the time. But because of that biometric device, I was able to monitor my sleep patterns and adjust my behavior. I think that as people think about being healthy, they want more data. And I think whether it's the watch or not, I think that we're going to get a lot more of that. The next big leap will not be making it smaller. The next big leap will be somehow tying into some biometric sensing that tells you about caloric and protein intake. Because right now, nutrition is a big obstacle for us in terms of living healthy. So I think something in that realm is going to be really large. Just like in the neurological disorder area, we are going to see a point in which most people have electrodes implanted that help to regulate. We don't think much about pacemakers these days. Those are kind of de rigueur. Well, in no time at all, deep brain stimulation will be a part of keeping us healthy if we have certain other neural disorders.
Just think about when you could have those implanted in the professor's brains and they were going on, and you could push the button and it would cut them off. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, the mute button. Is that on the test?
I think these innovations will happen over time, gradually. 50%, I read 50% of the people who get heart attack for first time, they didn't know it. Well, if you have a wearable device, you will know it. My book, I devoted to a 30-year-old friend of mine who died from aneurysm. He woke up that morning, a minute later, he was dead. Well, maybe 20 years from now, you get an aneurysm, you will know right away. Someone will beep you. So I think these advances will happen slowly, and they will be dramatic to us in our healthcare, because if that device saves your life once, it paid for itself for the rest of your life, right?
A lot of my clients are looking at wearables, and I think around the healthcare question, I think the interesting thing is that I would agree with the panel there that I don't know if I would say wearables are going to be totally disruptive from a healthcare perspective. That said, I would say that a lot of my clients today are looking at other types of business models and data models around wearables where they can begin to somehow create value for users as well as monetize that. For example, if I think about cable companies and telecommunications companies, they're already thinking about how can I get in the game of, for example, say healthcare through wearables or through other technologies. I look at the consumer electronics manufacturers themselves. They're thinking about it from a hardware perspective, but they're also thinking about how do I create that recurring relationship with my consumers that I don't have today, because you buy a piece of hardware and you pay me today, and I don't have a relationship with you beyond that store transaction. So there's a lot of other models that I think you'll see around wearables, whereas healthcare might not be the disruptive angle for them, but there may be other information-based services that are built around them.